Hello everyone, this is Ron Vinhais, one of your trainers at Life Center Plus. I hope that you are all doing as well as possible under the circumstances that we are living in. Today we will focus on floor mat core strengthening exercises. If you do not have a mat, a towel will suffice. They are all like floor base and you don't need any equipment for it. So you can do in the comfort of your home. We will work in a selecting exercise order, focusing more on hip flexion, leg raises exercise first, following to obliques. Then for more like a top-down approach with either sit-ups or crunches, and then stabilization exercises such as front planks, side planks, not forgetting our posterior chain exercises to work our back. We have to keep balance. So the first movement pattern that I suggest you will be on your back. And for level 1, you're gonna be on your back. You're working on this reverse crunch movement pattern. Pull in. When your heels are almost touching the floor, you're gonna return and you execute this movement for 40 seconds. As a progression, if you prefer another variation, you can pull your knees towards you, extend your legs. When your legs are almost touching the floor, you're going to extend again. Or if you prefer, you can use this hip elevation with the leg extension. So you choose which progression works best for you. 40 seconds, rest 20 seconds, feet on the floor, hands beside your head, and try to not cross your fingers interlocking behind your head. Place it beside your head and you're going to cross this oblique crunch movement pattern, which you can keep for level 1, your feet on the floor, or you can raise your opposite leg, crossing for level 2, or extend more like on this bicycle maneuver movement pattern, level 3. 40 seconds, rest 20 seconds, then we are going for our sit-up pattern. You can go here for sit-up, which you can change your hand position, your arm position, or you can go for your crunches. If you're doing a crunch, I suggest you to look at the ceiling. Even if you have a boring white ceiling like I do, try to avoid crunching and then look towards your hips. But to look up and bring your shoulder blades off the mat. Okay, making the movement as long as you are able to. Follow this pattern. We are going to turn to your front plank pattern. All this stabilized with more fatigue now. We can go here a forearm low plank if you prefer. From on your toes, you can go in a regression from your knees. If you prefer to go a high plank position, you're welcome to do it. And you can combine then either from your knees or from your toes to an up-down type of approach as a progression. And we'll do this for 40 seconds. Followed by laying on your stomach. We're working the back. You're going to raise, you can go both arms and both legs. Hold for 5 seconds and return more on this Superman, Superwoman position for 40 seconds. If you feel more comfortable raising one leg and the opposite arm, that's perfectly fine. So one leg and opposite leg, arm, and you can go, if you prefer, on this bird dog position, all fours, extend one leg, opposite arm, stabilize for 5 seconds, and return, alternating arms and legs. and you do one of these patterns for 40 seconds. Then we are going on our side plank pattern. Elbow 90 degrees with your body, elbow under your shoulder. For your first position, you're gonna bend your knees. So your knees, your hip, and your elbow are in one line. Place your hand by your hips. Raise your hip as high as you are able to. And you're gonna hold this position for 40 seconds. If you prefer to go up, hold for 5 seconds, return, and hold for 5 seconds, it's perfectly fine. Your first progression, a suggestion would be to extend your lower leg, so your lower leg is aligned with your body. Your top leg will be extended in front of your lower leg with your heels of your top leg touching the toes of your lower leg. Hands by your hips, raise your hip as high as you are able to. Try to don't let your calf be resting on the mat. Hold for 40 seconds. If you prefer to go by reps, holding for 5 seconds, up to 10 seconds, and raising, that is perfectly fine, and we are going for 40 seconds. Your next progression, you can stack your feet, one foot on top of the other, and raising as high as you are able to, hold for 40 seconds, or by reps from 5 to 10 seconds, until you can reach 40 seconds. And your next progression, you'll be with your feet stacked, raise your hips, and you're gonna do a leg raise movement, a side leg raise movement with your top leg, like if you're doing a jumping jack, for 40 seconds. So you choose which progression works best for you now. And after that, we are going to lay in our back, arms about 90 degrees with your body, extended, knees bent, and you're gonna let your legs drop to the side. If you have a good stretch on your lower back and your abdomen, you can go this position, working more on mobility, more like this hip crossover position. You can extend your legs up, knees bent, 90 degrees, shoulders flat on the floor, lower your leg. When your leg is almost touching the floor, you're gonna bring it back up and try to keep your shoulders flat. And you do this movement like you be in a windshield wiper for 40 seconds. Your next progression, you can extend your legs, get your legs as straight as you can, 90 degrees with your body, and you're gonna raise, lower your leg. When it's almost touching the floor, we are bringing back up, stabilize, keep shoulders flat on the floor, and return. And you execute this pattern for 40 seconds. So you choose which progression works best for you. So this short complex should take you around 7 minutes to do it. We are going for 40 seconds, resting for 20 seconds between each exercise. And my suggestion would be to go through this complex twice. If you have time available, 3 times, that would be great. Should take you, if you're going twice, around 14 minutes. If you're going for 3 sets, should take around 21 minutes. That's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed. Please let us know what would you like to see. Okay, we'll do our best to cover material that cover your needs. For now, I love you. I miss you all. I hope to see you again face to face as soon as possible. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong.